Hi, my name is Olivia Street, and today we're going to go over the chapter 16 of our microbiology textbook for Build a Lecture 5. So, the major immune system components, multiple different components play into our immune system, which works hard to keep us healthy and rid our bodies of bacteria and infections and foreign substances. So, these lymphocytes, they start as one stem cell type, but they divide into two. And this allows them to overpower and kill off any infections, substances, foreign substances, or bacteria that may be getting into a wound and setting up infection or just a virus in general. Lymphocytes allow us to distinguish which substances are foreign and which aren't to the body, and this will allow our immune system to kick in and know that it's supposed to rid the body of these things. So, macrophages are one of the many components of our immune system, and macrophages in general will swallow these foreign substances, and they have multiple different um, jobs to do as part of the immune system, but their most important job is to kill bacteria. So these bacteria will be getting in through, like I said, a wound on the finger or the hand, wherever the wound may be, or just a virus in general. It will be able to swallow these bacteria particles and it will be able to kill them and find another place for them to be sent for other cells in the body to work in the immune system and kill off these substances. So, markers related to recognition of self and non-self. These This is all about how the body recognizes what isn't supposed to be there, what isn't normally there, and what it should kill off and what it should leave alone and allow to grow inside the body and do its job inside the body. So this is when something new is in the body, like a virus. If you catch a virus, it's gonna know that that is foreign and it will kick in and kill that virus. So you may not even get sick, but you may have been exposed to that virus and it may have been in your body, but it may have killed it off before you even show symptoms of a virus. So this is how the lymphocytes kick in. So the lymphocytes will decide if it is foreign or not foreign, or self or non-self, which basically means the same thing. So the lymphocytes will say, never seen this before. This is new. This is bad. We need to kill it off. So that starts the whole immune system process of healing the body of unknown organisms and bacterias and sicknesses and viruses, infections, anything that happens in the body that we don't want to happen in the body. So it just keeps us healthy overall. So T cells react to antigens. So the T cells, they lead to the destruction of infected host cells and other foreign cells. So the T cells is what kicks in after recognizing that something is foreign, and this will kick in and begin to kill off these substances and heal the body of the infections and viruses that may be starting up or may have established inside a wound or your overall body. It could be anywhere. So, characteristics of an antigen. Here you have a picture of a antigen antibody complex. So here's an antibody, which antibody is linked to immune system because many people, you will hear them talking about how they have the antibody for it, for a specific disease, and they're immune to it and they just can't get something. It's because this antibody has already known this to be a part of the body and recognizes it automatically as non-self and forces it out before it causes a problem. So the antigen here, this is a complex one. So it has the antigen, and then there's it can be an antigen is foreign, complex, or it could be immunogenic. Okay, so specific events in T cell development. The development of T cells occurs in the lymphatic, and it matures inside, it begins inside of bone marrow, and it matures in the lymphatic. So they have multiple different types, and you'll see this common in our textbook, CD4, CD8. There's multiple different types. So here is a T helper cell, and here is a cytotoxic T cell, and here's the CD4, which is the helper, and the CD8, which is the two types of T cells, and here's the T cell receptors. So that's just showing the different branches, the different types there. Here we have the specific events in B cell development. B cells begin their development in the bone marrow and they mature inside of the bone marrow. It doesn't have high concentration numbers in blood, so you won't commonly find it inside of your blood, but there is numbers that may show there when you're getting lab work done or other things that may include your blood counts. So, but T cells have high numbers in concentration in blood, so you'll see those a lot more common, and that's because they are moving to the lymphatic from the bone marrow. These stay in the bone marrow. They aren't required to move. They aren't expected to move. That's where they develop and they mature. So here we have the structure of a B cell. So, here is the B cell itself, and here's the nucleus, and here's the nucleolus, which is common in any type of cell. The chromatin, chromatin, and then it has multiple different aspects of it, like the cytoplasm. This is very familiar to most of us because it is in multiple different kinds of cells, such as the plant cell or the animal cell. The lysosomes, familiar for us. This is where they waste. Ribosomes, right there. And it has these little legs around it. Not legs, but like little pokies outside of the cell, and those are the pseudopodia. I don't know how to say that. So here we have the structure of a T cell. So this image isn't as complex as the other one may have been, but in general it has the cell surface, which is the blue that you see here. The nucleus is this dark inner area that is below the cell surface. This is an outside view. And these are the TCRs all around it. So here we have the differences between B cells and T cells. So B cells, like I said before, develop and mature in bone marrow, and T cells develop in bone marrow but mature in the thymus. So B cells recognizes antigens directly and produces antibodies. This is where it alerts the immune system and says, we need to fight this off, this is new, this is bad, and the B cell does not require antigen presenting cells as the T cells do, and those are known as the APCs, and it is not required to display antigen using MHC. So the different types of T cells, like I said before, it was an image of the helper T cells and the cytotoxic T cells. There are also regulatory T cells, while B cells only include the plasma cells and the memory B cells. So the B cells are primarily responsible for humoral immunity, while the T cells is responsible for cell-mediated immunity. And that is the slideshow. Thank you for listening, and I appreciate your time and understanding, especially after the few hard weeks that we've had with weather and all the other things. So, thank you, and I'll look forward to hearing your feedback from this video.